Have you ever seen a jinn, let alone take a picture of one? Well, I did. And it wasn't in some haunted house or mansion, or it wasn't in a creepy wood or forest. It happened right here in the bustling streets of London. And in this video, I'm going to share that story with you, and I'm going to show you that picture of the jinn. Now, just like every single story on this channel, is submitted by yourselves, the subscribers. So if you do have your own stories that you want to share, drop me a message and let's get in touch. Without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the video. It was December 2010, and it was just like every other December in London. You can hear the Christmas songs and the Christmas lights are on. It's getting dark about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And I used to work in retail at the time. I used to work in a place called Lakeside, which is about 30 minutes away from London, I'd say. And in my family, we used to have a lot of gatherings. So we had a very big family, and we used to take it in turns. So one week it would be a family gathering in my house, and another week it would be at my auntie's, and another week it would be at my uncle's. I used to always look forward to my auntie's gatherings because she used to always have the best food. And there was one particular day in December when the gathering was at her house. And the gatherings were usually in the afternoon, so about 2 p.m. And it was a Saturday, and I remember I used to work in that retail place and I didn't clock out until 5:30. So I finished work at 5:30 p.m. and I was hesitant to go to my auntie's house. I was thinking if I should or not, but she phoned me up and then she was like, please come down. I've cooked your favorite food and whatnot. So I decided to go. And when I got there, it was dark. Obviously, the street lights were on, and for those that don't know East London, the street lights have like a orange tint to them. It kind of gives an eerie atmosphere, and that was before all the lights got turned into LEDs. So right now it's more of a white hue, but back then it was more of a saturated orange tone. And I remember I parked up my car and I walked up to her house, and it was eerily quiet. It was eerily quiet, and she lived off Boundary Road, which is next to Green Street in East London. For those that know the area well, it's quite a densely populated area with terraced houses, and it's quite bustling, the streets. But on that particular day, at that particular time, when I came into her house, it was pretty quiet. I came into the house and my cousins were there. There's loads of kids running around. It was a full house, full of laughter, full of joy, full of happiness. And there was one issue though. Everyone had already eaten. And I just hate eating by myself when no one else is eating. So I went up to the kitchen, I made myself a plate, and I said to my auntie that I'm going to go upstairs and eat because I just don't like eating by myself. And she knew this already, so she was like, yeah, no problem, just go to your cousin brother's room. He's sleeping, so just be quiet, but you can go to his room and eat. So I walked up the stairs, I went inside his room, and the passageway was pitch dark, and his room was pitch dark as well. The only light that was in his room was the light from the lamppost outside, which gave it a little orange tone to it because his curtains were undone slightly. And I had my phone in my hand and I sat down in the dark. I used my phone as a torch kind of thing. So the light on the screen on my phone, I used it as like a light to see where I was kind of going. So I found a little sofa, a little chair that he had in the room, and I sat on the chair, which was in the corner of the room, and I started eating. And the only source of light I had was this orange tone coming from outside and the light that was on my phone. I was trying to be quiet. I had my headphones in, so I wasn't making any noise. And any of the videos that I was watching on YouTube, there wasn't making any noise to disturb him. Now, my cousin brother that was sleeping in the room, he works night shifts, so he was probably going to be waking around in a couple of hours for his night shift that he had planned for the day. So there I am, sitting down, eating, trying to be as quiet as I can, and the curtain was slightly open, as I said, and something drew my attention to it. It was just like in your peripheral vision. I don't know if you can, when you kind of see something moving on the side of like your eyes, so you're not kind of paying attention to it, but you can see something moving. So it drew my attention, and I looked to the left, just so I can see out the window. And there was, to my astonishment, two figures. And the thing with these two figures was that they weren't on the ground. They were on the same level as the lampposts. They were floating about 4 meters in the air. And immediately, I dropped my spoon, I dropped my food on the floor, I put it down, and I ran up. I ran up. I don't know whether I was scared or excited. I was just pure adrenaline. I ran up and I closed the curtains. I didn't look properly, but I knew that there was something there. So I closed the curtains, and I was too scared at that time to look and see what was there. So I got my phone, which was already in my hand, and I put my phone under the curtains and I took a photo. As soon as I took a photo, I looked up at my phone and I saw two figures on top of the lamppost. I was scared, but at the same time, I can't explain it. The adrenaline just kicked in, my blood started flowing, and I was weirdly excited that I managed to capture it. But then I opened the curtains and I saw that this entity was looking directly at me and coming towards the house. Now, just to stop the story right here, what happened was this: there was two entities that I saw, and one of the entities I would describe as white, probably like a humanoid figure, and facial expressions was smiling like an evil grinning smile, and it looked like it had the makeup of a clown on its face. So it had like a weird smile, weird eyes, exaggerated features, and it was about the same size as, like, I would say probably probably I would say about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot tall. And the second figure, which I didn't see clearly when I first saw it, was a figure that was black. It was void of all dark, like all light. There was no lights reflecting on it. But this figure was not like a human. It was more like a horse. You could see the snout, you could see the eyes, and it was staring directly at me. And this was confirmed by the picture that I saw, because on the picture you can see two entities. Anyways, back to the story. When I saw this, I screamed afterwards. I just snapped back into reality. The adrenaline was still there. It was pumping through my veins, but I can't just comprehend what I saw. So I just woke my cousin up. I shook him out the bed. And as I shook him out the bed, he woke up and he was in a hysteric state as well. But I don't know at that time whether that was because of me or how I woke him up or what was going on. And then the scream that I yelled grabbed everyone's attention downstairs, and they came running up the stairs. And then I showed them the picture that I saw. The lights came flickering on, and I got the curtains open, and there was nothing there. But weirdly, the weird thing about this whole thing, not just the pictures that I took, was that my brother that was sleeping said he had a weird dream. And in his dream, it was more like a nightmare. And in his dream, there was two entities in his dream that looked exactly like the ones in the pictures. And in that dream that he had, these two entities, the one that looked like a horse and the one that looked like a man or a clown, was killing him in his dream. They were killing him in his dream. They were scaring him in his dream. They were terrorizing him in his dream. And those were the two entities that I took a photo of. And that is my story. Now, guys, I'm just going to quickly elaborate on this story. So I'm going to show you the picture right now. And I'm just going to show you like some edits and stuff that I've done to it to kind of enhance the photo. And if you look at the screen right now, you'll see the lamppost on the bottom of the top of the lamppost, which is with the lights on top of the on the bottom of the screen. And then you see the two entities. Now, if you look here, you can see the clown, and then you can also see the snout of the other entity. And I'm trying to do different edits to bring out the contrast even more. The person that submitted the story told me that this is not the original photo. The original photo was a wider photo which had more of the screen and more of the like surrounding areas and had better quality. However, this was taken in 2010, and that's the only remaining picture that he has of it, in which was a zoomed in version of the actual entities itself. Now, if I play around with the contrast and whatnot, you can see that there's actually something there in that picture. It's definitely captured something. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more videos such as these. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have anything that you'd like to share, get in touch, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.